Good morning and welcome to the Fortunate Fortune Teller, where I will be very fortunate today to be your fortune teller. So just know, we're very fortunate to have you. You must understand, all right? So let's do a little, let's try and figure out what we want to do here. So not really sure what's going to happen because we do know that this King of Swords in reverse character, we do know this person they are on very much borrowed time. Okay, I don't know how they're still doing what they're doing, but somehow they are. Okay, and they're still plotting with this Queen of Cups in reverse, and they're being seen for it. Like, I believe in real time, too. Because you gotta understand a lot of these are futuristic, haven't happened yet, and then they do happen. We have to manifest them to happen. But right now, I'm having this sort where, people are seeing that money's missing now. Now there's asking questions, where's the money? Okay, I heard something about like human trafficking or something. Like there might be some human trafficking going on over there. I'm not sure. Some fraud, I believe. So there'll be investigations, and then we'll see what happens. We'll see how they respond to it. Okay, because like I said, Hierophant in reverse. Whatever corrupt, hypocrite, whoever's doing, doing something they're not supposed to be doing, trying to be, corrupt with how they bring in money. Perhaps maybe they, did a PPP loan, they kept money, or, percentage of credit card things, maybe have kept money. So just know you are seeing changing the books. There are question marks as to why, these fraud was being done, okay? And Ace of Swords, people are clearly seeing that, okay? People are clearly seeing through this corrupt hypocrite, okay? This person who presents themselves as this good person, but does all these shady things in the background, all for their greed, all for money, thinking that they're above the law, these people think. That's what they think. They think they run the city. They think they're like Diddy and they run the city, but I'm going to show you what happens to people like Diddy, okay? All right, brother, this Queen of Wands is going to show you what happens when you come up against them, okay? Because when you come up against this Queen of Wands, the end result will always be the same. And it's them destroying you and sending your bitch ass all the way back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. So just know, no corrupt hypocrite is going to come up against this Queen of Wands and win. This Queen of Wands, take on a whole community, okay? Believe it. And they also knew that the devil was the main culprit here. So just know, this devil is already being seen, okay? Because there's a corrupt hypocrite that's already being clearly seen, Ace of Swords being seen through. So just know this Queen of Wands and then this Queen of Wands is over here like, what do you want from me? I'm just over here relaxed. I'm just making videos. Leave me alone. Why are you trying to blame me for? What are you blaming me for? That's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to blame you for all this. You're the reason all this is happening. It's you. You're a wizard. You're a wizard doing this stuff. You have you do all crazy stuff here. So that's fine. Come check it out. Maybe I'm very powerful then. So what you're saying? What are you saying here? I don't understand. How is it me? What is it me? What did I do? Just explain that to me. What did I do? What did we even talking about? That's what I like to know. All right? Because when these people say blame you for stuff, they don't even know what they're blaming you for anymore. Just anything and everything you will be blamed for. Okay? Because that is the way they want to do it. Because Knight of Cups, they see how creative you are. Okay, they see how romantic and charming you are. They see how, you are a vibrational match to something very, very, very good. Okay, so just know they didn't expect you to come back. They didn't expect you to come back in this Queen of Wands energy. Remember, this is the DM's favorite energy about you. They love it. Turns them on, okay? This corrupt hypocrite, only way they weren't going to be seen is by this Queen of Wands not coming back, okay? And especially not coming back in a Knight of Cups energy, okay? Or having a Knight of Cups energy with them or coming towards them. So just know this really threw a damper, a monkey wrench, okay? And this Hierophant reverses plans. This corrupt hypocrite, whoever took a bribe or did whatever, stole from whatever institutions, just know they did all that because they were trying to block your lover's energy, okay? Because they knew this Queen of Wands lover's energy was going to, get this King of Cups and, make them see through this, okay? And that it's they wouldn't be able to corrupt this King of Cups anymore, this devil, okay? Because this is their way of, preventing divine unions from happening. It's just one of them things where you know, this is a high-ranking divine union that you're in, and that people, or there's going to be a lot more people trying to block it, okay? So it becomes very more difficult than, you know, the average one. So just know we're on like a next level, okay? We're like the after levels. Like you get there and say, "Whoa, yeah, this is really hard now. I didn't see this coming." Okay, but don't worry about it. The lover's energy will take you through it. Okay, you just have to have faith. That's all. Just have faith, and everything is going to work out just the way it is, and that what's meant for you will always find you. That's what this Queen of Wands told me. And I said, yeah, that makes sense. I said, thank you for telling me that. And they said, yes, no problem. And then they vanished. They disappeared in thin air. I said, whoa, pretty mysterious. I said, now I see why the DM thinks they're so sexy. Now I see. So just know, Six of Swords in reverse, that there's possibly with this Hierophant, this corrupt hypocrite, may have a personal transition. They might be resistant to change here because they're so used to, you know, taking whatever they want, okay? Thinking that they're above the law, okay? Now they feel like they have unfinished business with you. They feel like perhaps maybe you're exposing them. You're making fun of them, they think, this corrupt. They think, who the fuck are you to, you know, say stuff to us, our corrupt? Who are you to call us corrupt, okay? Even though we are corrupt. Just know that people are holding on to emotional baggage. They are very nervous because they know what they did, okay? When you did something wrong that you did for so long, and then somebody calls you out about it, and you know it can easily be proven, it all depends on never being seen, okay? That this person never being seen. Now this person's all over the place. He's all over the place telling fortunes, okay? Everybody knows who he is. He's very fortunate, they tell me. Very fortunate person, okay? But guess who's not going to be fortunate, okay? Guess what's going to be very unfortunate for you, okay? Let me tell you something, Hierophant in reverse. The Ten of Swords, okay, brother, the painful ending, the days of you stealing, the days of you taking, the days of you cheating, all done. The days of you taking bribes, them days are over. No more corruption, okay? No more, okay? Which is a new sheriff in town here, okay? Whoever's in charge over there right now, not anymore, you're not. Okay, that's what this Queen of Wands says, okay? And they came there with their little sheriff, they had a little star and everything. They had a little musket, and they were just like, they had a little, whatever it is. They said, I'm in charge now, okay? So just know, if you want to deal with it, you got to talk to the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is in charge. They said. Nobody challenged it. So I would suppose that's what that means, right? Perhaps. Okay? Yeah, it must be, because we have a Three of Cups. People are celebrating this Queen of Wands. They're like, yeah, this Queen of Wands is the best. We love it. We love this. We love how they run the city, okay? We love it, okay? It's so much better than these Hierophant reverses, these corrupt hypocrites. We're so tired of these corrupt hypocrites telling us what to do, okay? Trying to make us fear about money and this and that. That we don't have this, we don't have that, then we're nobody. But guess what? Nobody gives a fuck about you no more, okay? Because all they are is a bunch of fat jerk-offs, okay? That's all they are, these Hierophant reverses. Bunch of jerk-offs, okay? And this Queen of Wands will be the first to tell them, okay? This Queen of Wands will say, hey, yeah, I believe you're a jerk-off. You're an Emperor reverse type character, you're a jerk-off. You were doing everything in your power to stop this Queen of Wands from being in their Four of Wands, okay? You were trying to stop this union in the worst way. Okay, you were trying so hard to stop this Knight of Cups energy from coming towards them, okay, because of this emotional baggage you have towards this Queen of Wands. You feel like you got unfinished business because they might have made fun of you or something, or they caused you, now you're still fighting. This just shows how crazy they are, okay, because they're still coming after somebody that doesn't even pay attention to them, okay? So this tells you everything you need to know about these people. This is how insane they are, how crazy they are to block this Four of Wands for you. And it's being seen. I mean, it's been seen. To keep two people apart, it's to astronomical levels now. It's like almost like, wow, they don't even know what they're talking about now, because what you're doing now is all making videos. They don't even know what they're supposed to be saying. What are you supposed to say? Oh, you guys making videos. Well, what's he saying? I don't know. He's talking about Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups. I don't believe that's a crime. So just know that that's not going to work, okay? So Ace of Cups in reverse. So whatever, try to unlove you try to bring over here, whatever emotional loss you're trying to, project onto us, you're going to be the one who has the emotional loss, okay? You're going to be the one with the emptiness, the blocked intuition, the repressed emotions, okay? Corrupt hypocrite, because you can't say we do anything wrong, because we don't. If this is a crime, then arrest all these people on here then, okay? Because you can't. Because you don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. So, but they do, okay? Just know, what's it called now, all right? They know what I'm saying, but they can't explain what I'm saying. Can't translate it. Don't even know what he's saying. What's he talking about? Ace of Cups in reverse here. So just know, while they get the Ace of Cups in reverse, you're going to get the Ace of Pentacles, okay? Because you are Nine of Pentacles, okay? You are Nine of Cups. You are a wish come true. You are, reaping the fruits of your labor, this Queen of Wands, okay? People are celebrating you. We got a Three of Cups. So people, they're toasting to you. They say, yeah, we love this Queen of Wands. They're the best, okay? And that's why this Ace of Pentacles is coming to give you that Ten of Pentacles, all right? And that's what this Hierophant in reverse so much wanted to prevent, because they wanted it, okay? Because they want everything. They've been doing everything in their power to keep you from, again, to figuring out who you are. They know who you are before you do. Okay, they see them stelliums. You think I don't know about the stellium situation? Believe me when I tell you, I'm very aware. Okay, because the new world is upon us, brother. The world is here. Completion of a cycle, okay? So whatever, the way things used to be, like I told you, there's a new sheriff in town. So whoever's in charge, not anymore, you're not. Okay, because trust me, brother, when I tell you, you are going to be seen through, okay? The right pieces are in the right places, okay? The new world is upon us, all right, brother? And you know why it is? Because you are the one who brings the fun, because you are the sun, okay? And your positivity and your happiness and your ability to be your damn's happiness is what got you to this new world, okay? This is what got this Queen of Wands to the next level, okay? Up-leveled, okay? This Queen Wands up-leveled. They got up-leveled, okay? They're next level now, all right? Three of Cups. People, we're all celebrating here, okay? Because of your positivity, because you never got bitter. You always stayed true to yourself, okay? You always kept going. You didn't stop. Your story never changed. Your mission never changed, okay? Nothing you did ever changed. And that proved just how consistent you were and just how much you were telling the truth. Now everybody sees it without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, because now everybody's seeing Temperance in reverse, how, this corrupt hypocrite, they're trying everything in their power to, they're very imbalanced, they're very nervous, because they know they've been seen doing something that's corrupt and illegal, okay? And when you get seen doing something corrupt and illegal, people become unbalanced, they become nervous, okay? Because they know what's coming next after that, all right? So they do crazy things. So just know that's why this corrupt hypocrite, Hierophant in reverse, is being seen, okay? This person who feels like they have an unfinished business with you, with this Queen of Wands. They're being seen because of that, because they're holding on to something that they should have let go of, okay? And that's why they're coming off in balance, and that's why they're also being seen for other things now, okay? Because of this, because of their fear of that. Four of Swords. So, we're relaxing, we're resting, we're relaxing. This Queen of Wands, we're not in the mood for this nonsense. So please take that on the other side. Don't bring that nonsense around here, okay? Now, because we're very, very peaceful over here. We're peaceful fortune tellers. We don't have time for this. We don't have time for riffraff outside the door. We don't like that kind of stuff. All right? So you keep that over on your side, on the other side of the tracks. Because remember, we are from the other side of the tracks. Believe me when I tell you, we are. That person who wants the uptown girl, okay? Because we're like a downtown guy, brother. Something like that, I believe. Just know, Eight of Wands in reverse. These people, especially what they want to do, now that they're imbalanced, okay? Now that they still have this emotional baggage and unfinished business with you, this Hierophant in the reverse now has emotional loss, Ace of Cups in reverse. And Eight of Wands now is holding off on what they were going to do. Okay, now they're holding off. They're thinking about it. They're saying, I don't know if we should come at this Queen of Wands yet. We don't. So they're trying their best. So all they really do is delay the inevitable. Okay, they chicken out, or they delay the inevitable, or they never ever follow through. But it just somehow or another just keeps it going. But all they don't realize is that they think that they're getting out of something, hoping that this Queen of Wands falters and falls away or dies or something. But none of that's ever going to happen. Okay, and that's why Eight of Wands in reverse, these people will never be able to stop your Two of Cups, okay? It's not possible. They will not stop this Two of Cups for this Queen of Wands. It's not going to happen, okay? Because they tried everything in their power to do it. They said every bad thing they possibly could about this Queen of Wands. They're a whore, they're crazy, they're sick in the head, they're nuts, they're a witch, they're that. You know what I'm saying? They do crazy things, there's just anything possible that you would make them look at this person like they were, the worst thing in the world. And so what this Hierophant in reverse was trying to do towards your DM just to make it like this person's unacceptable. Okay, that's what they want so bad to block this Two of Cups for, because they knew that the two of you coming together strengthened you both, and it made, made no more need for them. Okay, nobody needed, and then, plus they knew that you would never go along with this corrupt hypocrite stuff. Okay, that's not, you see through it. Okay, so this Queen of Wands would not, they have too much dignity, so they knew that it became a threat. Okay, that's why they became in that situation. All right, that's why the end is here, though, for them, okay? Because they took it too far, this Hierophant reverse. They went too far trying to destroy this Queen of Wands. They were unable to do that, okay? Just know. They did everything in their power, this Hierophant reverse, this corrupt hypocrite, to discredit this Queen of Wands and make them appear to be something they're not, okay? They never, ever were successful in doing that. So just understand, that's why death is here for them, okay, brother? And you know who sees everything and saw all this? You, my man, the King of Swords, brother. Because remember, the King of Swords, they see everything. They've seen everything these people, these corrupt hypocrites, did to this Queen of Wands, okay? And this King of Swords does not like what he sees, okay? He says, it's going to be a problem for these people. They're going to have a real problem. It's going to be quite visible to the public what these people did, okay? Just understand, it's coming out, okay? And this King of Swords told me he's about to release the details, okay? He said it's confidential still. So just understand, he can't tell me yet. All right, just understand. But believe it when I tell you, they have been seen trying to attack this Queen of Wands, and that is why death is here, brother, okay? You could not destroy them. They did everything in their power. Everything in their power. And all they got out of this is an Ace of Cups in reverse. Emotional loss, blocked intuition, basically nothing is what they got, okay? Temperance in reverse, lack of balance, very imbalanced over there. While we're partying it up at Three of Cups in the new world, brother. Knight of Cups, creating shit. Okay, very romantic people we have here, okay? Like I said, we're the Nine of Pentacles. We're reaping the fruits of our labor. We're having a good time, okay? We're not looking back at what this Hierophant in reverse. We don't give a fuck what happens to them, okay? They're not our energy. We don't pay attention to them. We don't care because we know God will take care of these people. Karma will take care of them. It's already being seen. That's why we don't ever have nothing to say. We just do this, we talk, that's it. What else can you say? We're not going to, nobody could take care of this better than the universe can. Nobody does karma better than the universe, brother. That's their saying. Nobody does karma like us, brother, okay? So believe it when I tell you, because Page Wands, because you have that limitless potential, okay? The universe knows what you're all about. They are the ones, brother, who protect you, because they know you are the one who runs on full energy, and they know that you are one of their own, okay? They have the David around there for you, okay? Believe me when I tell you, things are looking good for you, okay? You are working your way up, brother. You are up-leveled, okay? You're getting to the next level very, very, very fast, okay? Just understand that. And you did it in the most, abstract of ways, okay? Because now we have the Ace of Pentacles here. We just had the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Now we have the Ace of Pentacles. So just know, 10 of Pentacles, when that equals a 10 of Pentacles for this Queen of Wands. And this is what these people were trying to block in the worst way, these corrupt hypocrites, because they knew by this Queen of Wands, getting this Ace of Pentacles would put them in a position to where they would be unstoppable, okay, because they would not have to worry about nothing, okay? That's their main goal, was to keep this Queen of Wands in a state of, disarray, to where they were constantly worried about things, constantly owing on, like, they that's just what they want this person to worry about stuff. But they didn't realize this person don't give a fuck, okay? They never gave a fuck, all right? They never will give a fuck, okay? Because Four of Cups, they meditate, they contemplate, they don't pay attention to stupid shit, okay? They know how to walk away from things that don't serve them, and that is why they're looking the other way, and they got that Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles right here, okay? And they're by themselves with it. They don't care. They don't need anybody. Remember, they're a High Priestess. They don't need anybody, okay? And that's why Wheel of Fortune reverse, all the bad karma now is going towards this, corrupt hypocrite, because like I told you, the King of Swords sees everything, and the King of Swords, seeing what they, did to the Queen of Wands, that delivers them bad karma, okay? That's when the scales of the universe have to be balanced. Brother, when I tell you, remember when I tell you, the wheel has to turn, okay? Now the wheel has officially turned in your favor, okay? Two of Pentacles, because you have multiple priorities now. You manage your time like a champ. You adapt to whatever comes your way, okay? And that's why you're able to, get past this, okay? That's why you were able to outlast these people, this community of whatever the fuck they are, demons that felt that they were going to destroy you and keep you from your Two of Cups. They really believed it, these people. They really thought that they were going to get away with this. And never did it happen, though. And you knew that would never happen. You knew. Remember, you told me about that. Remember, you told me that you said, nobody's going to stop my Two of Cups. You said, the Two of Cups is mine. Okay, they want to block this. No. Okay, they want to block this Ace of Pentacles. No. They want to block this for this Queen of Wands. No. And that's why we still have it, okay? And that's why death is here for them, okay? That is why Temperance in reverse, these people are unbalanced, okay? Acting out of character, okay? They feel like they have unfinished business with you. Doing everything in their power to delay things, Eight of Wands. Clearly being seen with the Bear Karma, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Clearly seeing the emotional loss of this Hierophant, this corrupt Hierophant, this corrupt hypocrite, Hierophant in reverse, okay? And that's why death is here for that person. The end is near for this corrupt hypocrite. The days of corruption are finished, okay? And the reason why is because you got the strength to fight that, okay? You're the one who's able to take this all on, brother. You can take them all on because you got the power of God behind you. And these people are just a group of demons. They can't do nothing. Okay, so just know they knew this. They did everything in their power to keep you down. They didn't want you to have these special set of skills that you possess. Okay, you have a special set of skills, brother. You must understand that's a nightmare for this devil and this demons. Okay, that strength is unprecedented, and that's why this devil did everything in his power to get you rid of you. They didn't want to be put in this position, but all they did was make you stronger. It was almost like they inadvertently made you the strongest version of yourself. So it's almost like, let's send this Hierophant in reverse, this corrupt Hierophant, send them a fruit basket, right? Virgo, another fruit basket, Hierophant in reverse. Thank you. Make sure you make that appointment. You forgot last time. Don't make me get upset. All right, Virgo. All right, now shut the door. Get out. All right, so just know, yeah, Virgo, I don't know, buddy. So just know we got a fruit basket coming to this corrupt Hierophant because they made you the best version of yourself. So that's why you must thank them. You must always be polite when something like that happens. Okay, you must always be grateful for it because no matter how you received it, you still received it, okay? Even if it was a High Priestess in reverse that was delivering it to you because this person made it so obvious that this Queen of Wands is who they are, that this person's coming off in such a way that it's almost maniacal is the best term for it. And so much that that they want the money from this dam that they're willing to do anything, okay? They're willing to poison this divine masculine, okay? This person is thinking about doing that right now, or if they haven't already been slowly but surely doing it. That is why this DM has not been feeling well. Then trying to blame it on this Queen of Wands, saying the Queen of Wands is behind it, okay? Impossible. So this just tells you everything you know about these people, okay? Seven of Wands. That's why they lack control. That's why you maintain control of the situation. That is why you stood your ground, okay? Nobody was going to come in here, this High Priestess in reverse, and, take what was meant for you, for this Queen of Wands. They weren't going to take this Two of Cups from you. What are they, crazy? They thought they were going to take this Ace of Pentacles too? And with this Queen of Wands, what were they going to do? Nothing. This person's a Nine of Pentacles, for God's sakes, okay? Three of Cups, people want to celebrate them. They're over here creating a new world, okay? Very romantic, creative, Knight of Cups, okay? And you got this clown show, this High Priestess in reverse and this Hierophant in reverse, thinking because they know people that they're going to take from this Queen of Wands, okay? They were the highest bidder. They're the ones who are going to take. It's theirs, okay? And that's why we're showing these corrupt hypocrites that it don't work that way no more, okay? Like I said, there's a new sheriff in town, and you're looking at them, okay? That's what the Queen of Wands tells you. And they say, whoever's in charge, not anymore, you're not. Okay, and then they skim an open hand. All right, and that's how you take over a town. Okay, that's what we did. We took the town over, brother. Okay, because Four of Swords, because we were resting, we were relaxing, got our energy back, kept calling our energy back, kept calling it. And we knew the more we get it, the more whatever was built with it is destroyed, and the more powerful we appear. And then we are able to do whatever we like. Okay, and that is why this High Priestess in reverse is in such a frenzy, such a state of shock that they don't know what to do, that they're being seen as almost like life or death for this person is the way they're coming off. Life or death. They're coming off like they have a Ten of Swords here coming their way, okay? They really are acting like it was life or death. I mean, let's be realistic here. So now we know. We got death here with the Ten of Swords. This High Priestess, that is why they must have done something much worse when it came to this Queen of Wands that's being seen, that's going to be so embarrassing that they're never going to be able to live it down, okay? And that's why they are going to be ousted in public for what they did, okay? It's going to be the most humiliating of situations for them, okay? It's going to be something for the ages, okay? It's going to be good TV, okay? Because everybody's going to see just how much of a star they really aren't, okay? Because star reverse, because this person wanted your energy, this high priestess in reverse, okay? They wanted this Queen of Wands energy in the worst way because they knew that they could never have the essence of this person. They knew they could never carry themselves like that. And the only way is by lying about them, putting them in a bad situation, is the only way they were able to hold their energy for a little bit. But this person's Queen of Wands came back, called all this energy back, and now everybody's seeing this high priestess for nothing more than a corrupt hypocrite, okay, that did everything in their power, all for the greed, all for the money, okay? They never cared about your divine masculine. Pretended to be you just to steal the money, okay? And now this high priestess in reverse is in a self-imposed prison, Eight of Swords. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to say because the way they're coming off is ridiculous. They're coming off in a way where people are, they don't even know. They don't even know if it's real. That's how crazy it is with this person. But this person does not understand. They have no self-awareness, but they do know that you are doing stuff like this, and they're very, very concerned about it because they know eventually you're going to be seen. You're on too many platforms now. Okay, there's no way they could block you for long enough. Eventually, somebody's going to see this. Eventually, it's going to get to somebody, all right? And they're going to have to pay this star in reverse, okay? Because you got the strength, brother. This Queen of Wands, they have the strength, okay? Nobody's going to stop them because if they could, they already would. You put them in situations that a normal person would never survive, is what this High Priestess in reverse is saying. What they survived would have killed a normal person, okay? They really are in awe of what this Queen of Wands, you know, they still believe it's luck, though. They believe it's all luck, okay? And now that's why they're still in this Eight of Swords, still in a self-imposed prison, because they don't want to change the way they think, okay? They want to act like they're a big shot, this High Priestess in reverse, and they'll never, ever be on the level of this Queen of Wands. They will never get this energy because this Queen of Wands clawed that energy back, and this person now is stuck because there's nothing they could say. They're caught red-handed. Okay? The devil has been caught red-handed. That's why he's on his head, okay? That is why the shadow is being released here, okay? That's why these limited beliefs, these dark thoughts, all this is coming out, okay? This is why when the devil's in reverse, he's on his head. He does not know he's seen, okay? Now he knows he's seen, okay? He's not in control. Just understand. This is why this High Priestess is coming off so devious, okay? So demonic that it's so obvious, Seven of Pentacles, that they don't have a long-term view, that they, you know, they don't want to work hard, okay? They want effort without, they want work without, effort without reward, okay? They're not diligent like you. They're not diligent like this Queen of Wands. They're not gritty like this person. So just know, this person, this is what they made them, okay? Everything they've been through, this Queen of Wands is grateful for because it made them who they are. This is the difference between this Queen of Wands and this High Priestess in reverse, and it's being clear to everybody who is witnessing what's going on here, just who is who right now, okay? And that is the fact, brother. Everybody is seeing that this person is the Empress in reverse, okay? Everybody knows this person tried to do everything to hurt, bring you down. They know what they tried to do to this Queen of Wands. They know what this Queen of Wands survived. Now, you calling energy only makes this person look as this Empress reverse. This person tried to put themselves off like they were a star. They tried to make it like, yeah, they're a High Priestess. They're this. They're all these things. They're the Queen of Wands. They thought that they really had your energy. But now, all they're being seen for is being an Empress in reverse. That's all bullshit because they're displaying every last one of these tendencies, every last one of these reverse tendencies. Believe me when I tell you, okay? And you know what this Queen of Wands is acting like? They don't give a fuck because they are the fool, brother. They are the one who runs on universal energy. And for the time being, they don't care what happens to this person. So just know the devil in reverse is coming out of this Empress in reverse, okay? They're being seen for the star reverse that they really are. The end is here for them, okay? Believe me, death is here. The Ten of Swords is here. Bad karma is being seen, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, okay? They are totally imbalanced, brother. Believe me when I tell you, it is over for this High Priestess because whatever corrupt hierophant that may have helped them in the past, that doesn't work no more, okay? And that's why emotional loss is here. And I see you, this Queen of Pentacles, this Queen of Wands, in all their glory, okay? Your DM's favorite party, okay? The one they think is most sexy, stands tall, again, okay? That's another one for the good guys, okay? Just know, and that's by being a fool, by not giving two fucks, okay? So just understand that is what happens sometimes, all right? So let me talk to you astrologically for a second. All right, brother, let me talk to you about that. Let's see what's up with this. Let's see what's going on. Let's put some of these these astrological cards together. Remember, we are Cancer focused here, okay? We like Cancers and Tauruses, all right? So understand it's a Cancer Taurus show here, all right? Understand that. That's what we cater to. All right, so Uranus and Gemini, like I said, the final piece of the puzzle for this Queen of Wands. This is what made everything fall into place. They had to get rid of this Queen of Wands by that time, was what this Empress in reverse, High Priestess in reverse had to do, because they now are being seen for who they really are, and you are being seen for who you are. Okay, Queen of Wands. Who's being seen for this Queen of Wands? Cancer, brother, because Cancer is the one who brings the fun, because they are the sun, okay? These High Priestess, Scorpio, they were trying their best to, discredit this Queen of Wands and to pretend like they were the water sign champion. But the Cancer, when they came back from injury, they regained their title and showed everybody, once and for all, who the real champ is. Who the real water sign champion is. And you know it, brother. That's why the Scorpio is on their back right now, looking at the stars, because they do not know what to do, because they got nowhere to go. Their house is taken over. Okay, because the Virgo, they thought by backing this person, this Scorpio, that they were going to get, a bigger piece of the pie is what they thought. They felt they would rather see that person get with instead of you. Okay, this is what that Virgo thought, and this is why this Virgo probably has to go to jail now, because they tried to come up against this, Cancer. This Cancer's just a very, very peaceful person, just a wonderful, wonderful, fortunate person, fortunate Queen of Wands. Okay, that you have all these characters wanting to attack them. Okay, but it's all being seen now. Everybody's being seen for their evil nature, and everybody is, people want to come clean now. They don't like what they see here. This isn't what they signed up for. A lot of them says. So we didn't sign up for this, okay? Because Pluto is here, brother. Transformation is here. We have Pluto in the 8th house, okay? That's all about transformation, okay? That's all about the magic. So just know the magic is within you, and it's time to unlock it, okay? Because this Taurus, they are up-leveling you in the most up-leveled of ways, okay? This person, they know what needs to be done. They have to up-level themselves now, okay? So just understand, this person will come find this Cancer, okay? They know, because whatever's meant for you will find you, is what we told this Taurus, okay? And we let them go, because we don't need anything from anybody, okay? So just know, we don't give a fuck, all right? We're the fool, brother. Understand that. Neptune in Aries, Saturn in Aries, that's what the karma's here for. New cycles. These people, they have to answer for what they did, okay? They have to answer, okay? Especially this Pisces, because they try to, group up with all these other people in hopes of keeping you down, keeping this Queen of Wands down. But now this Pisces is being seen from. It's the Pisces just to say, stayed out of your business. Okay, they should have just stayed out of your business, but by them getting involved, made you even better. You got this Queen of Wands got the revenge that they wanted, because this Pisces now is being seen for exactly who they are and what they did to this Queen of Wands to get in that position. This person tried the destiny swap with this Queen of Wands, this Pisces, and people are seeing that 100%. Did weird ass shit to do that too. Okay, because they were unaware. Maybe they did. They must have known you had a 4-planet stellium Libra. They're like, oh, well, let's try to take all this air from him. He'll never know. He's stupid. He's a dummy. Okay, but they were wrong. They were wrong to think that. Okay, because listening to this Capricorn was a bad idea. Okay, this Capricorn said, oh, I know exactly what to do. Blah, blah, blah. But this Capricorn never knew nothing. They never knew nothing. They didn't know shit. Okay, they didn't know nothing about the Cancer. The Cancer's all the way across the grid from them. What do they know about us? You're all the way the farthest away from us. You don't know nothing. Don't tell people you know anything about us. You don't know us. All right, all you know is that we're the cardinal sign champion, and you were never ever to get that title from us. Okay, that was their motive. They wanted the cardinal sign title for us, the Capricorn. They try to group up with the Pisces and the Scorpio to take the water sign titles. Everybody has a motive here. Okay, but like I said, the final piece of the puzzle, Uranus and Gemini, that is what got you here. That is why you survived. Okay, you survived the onslaught because of that transit. Okay, and you know who's going down, brother? Who's going down for the count? Capricorn. Okay, because they are the one. That's the South Node. We are leaving. We say goodbye. No Capricorn's going to stop us, and we open hand smacked them. Okay, and then we left. Just know that's how we left the Capricorn South Node, with an open hand, and we walked away. We never looked back. Okay, just know we never look back, especially at our South Node, because we don't give a fuck. We don't want to be there. We didn't like it. We hated it. We're going to the North Node of Cancer. Okay, It's where we're going. It's where this Queen of Wands is headed. To grandmother's house we go, okay? Because we had to reassess things, okay? Just understand, maybe you have to reassess everything. You said you're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Why wouldn't you, right? Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It's time for some life cleanup here, guys, okay? So anybody who's not making you happy, think it's time to let them go, because what are you waiting for? What do you know what I mean? You don't need them. They don't need them. The money doesn't mean anything, okay? It's time for you to soar. These people are holding you down by trying to keep you there with the money. You don't need it. You could do anything you want, okay? Because you're being asked to stop dimming your own light, okay? Period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. Okay, so that's what we're telling you to do after you reassess the situation, because you deserve better than what you're getting, okay? And that is what I believe is the truth, okay? Because we'll do one more. Because remember, miracles happen, okay? There is a course in miracles, okay? So just understand, don't think a miracle, it takes a miracle to see a miracle, okay? Just understand that you're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you all the time. Be on the lookout for them, okay? Don't just think they're not there. Go look for them, okay? So that's all I have to tell about you. That's all I have to say about that. So hopefully you have a miraculous day. We're very fortunate to have you. Bye.